So 3 space.
No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay, everybody, here's another game of Big John's PC version of Card Sharks, in which Daniel's currently the champion, and he decided to take on his friend Cameron.
This ought to be interesting.
It should be, yeah. Daniel's won $5,200, and he's taking on Cameron. So let's go ahead and get the board set up. And Cameron, I assume you've seen Card Sharks before? You know how it works?
Yep.
All right. Very good. Let's get everything loaded up. Daniel, here's your first question. We asked 100 men, can a man be happy if he has never had any children? How many of those men said yes?
Although I don't think many of them would be very happy without children, I'm going to go with the Viagra answer out 69!
How did I know you were going to do that? Cameron, is that higher or lower?
Number. It'll be lower.
Lower. Okay, let's find out who it is. The right answer is 81. It's higher. So, Daniel, you have a base card of a king.
Ooh, I like that card. Wait, it's a king, right?
King.
Go lower!
You got it.
No.
Oh, it's another king. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Cameron, you have to play off this base card. You have a 6.
Alright, higher.
Higher than a 6. It's a queen.
Freeze.
You're going to freeze on the queen?
You want to freeze on a queen?
Are you sure?
I'll take what I get.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Okay, you're going to freeze. All right. That's fine. Whatever you want to do. Cameron, here's your question. We asked 100 single women, have you ever turned down a date because your favorite TV... Has someone you know turned down a date because their favorite TV show was on? How many of those 100 women said yes?
Probably 76.
76. Daniel, is that higher or lower?
Well, I believe that dates are more important than just watching a favorite TV show. Besides, there's a DVR for that now. So I'm going to say lower.
You have a good point there. And yes, Robo, you can take on the champion. So let's find out who's right in this one. Is it Cameron or is it Daniel? It's 17. It's much lower. You have that king, Daniel.
I'm going to try it again. Go lower.
Let's see if it is lower this time. It is. It's a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. It's an 8. Freeze, keeping Cameron away from his cards. Now we go to Daniel. We asked 100 top business executives, would you accept your secretary wearing a mini skirt in your office? How many of those business execs said they would?
I don't think very many of them would, so it's going to have to be a low number, right around 20.
20. Higher or lower, Cameron?
These days, most of them are letting their secretaries wear them, so I'll say higher.
Higher than that. I know if I was a top business exec, I certainly would let them. Let's find out the right answer. It is 59. It is higher, Cameron. And you have a base card of a queen.
Alright. I'll go lower.
Okay, lower than a queen. 5. It's a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5?
No.
Oh, it's a 4. Daniel, you have to play off your 8.
Higher.
Higher than an 8.
No.
A 7. Now we're at sudden death. Someone must win on this play of the cards, and we go to Cameron. Cameron, we asked 100 women who have had their breasts enlarged. Would you admit that you've done this? How many of those women said they would admit it? Oh, telephone's ringing. Let's find out who it is. Oh, it's for me. Aubrey Scott Productions. I'm doing fine, Corey. I'm just doing a Card Sharks game with Daniel and his friend Cameron. We're still doing it. Yeah. About 20 minutes, yeah, because I'm going to do another Card Sharks game and then a game of Greed after that. Okay, sounds good. Alright, I gotcha. Okay, sounds good. Bye. Okay, Cameron, tell me what's going through your mind. How many of 100 women who have had their breasts enlarged said they'd admit that they've done this?
Judging by the number of women who want those big breasts, 56?
56 said they would admit it. What do you think, Daniel? Not an easy one.
Sometimes it's more noble to deliver a small lie than a painful truth, so I'm gonna just say lower.
Okay, let's find out who's right in this situation. It is 41. You're right, Daniel. Now, Daniel, here's the situation. You have a base card of an 8. You only need 2 cards to turn over to win the match. You can play it off or change it. Of course, if you make one mistake, Cameron wins. Or you can pass it to Cameron. He has a queen and 3 cards. What do you want to do?
I'll take a chance and change that card.
Change that 8. You got it. Your 8 becomes a 4. That's much better.
Higher.
You got it. Higher than a 4. A 5.
Higher again.
For the first game of the match, you got it! Way to go, Daniel. Outstanding. Cameron, you're going to need this one to stick around. And good luck.
All right.
Daniel, here's your question. Yes, Mom? I do. I'm almost finished. I'll bring it in there as soon as I finish, okay? Alright, Daniel, how many... We asked 100 third grade girls. Have you worn lipstick? How many of those girls admitted they have?
69.
I had a feeling you were going to go there. Cameron, higher or lower?
Way lower.
Way lower, okay. Yeah, third grade, we'll just see. The right answer? 73! It's higher. Alright, Daniel, you have a base card of a 10.
Change that card. I don't like it.
You got it. That 10 now turns into a 9. Ouch.
Jeez, go lower.
That's what I would do. Lower than a 9. Ah! Poop. It's a jack.
Jeez.
You know what? I'll say it. I'll say it for you, Daniel. Ah, poop.
Lower.
Cameron has an 8. He's going to go lower. It's a 7.
Higher.
Higher than a 7. It's a queen.
3.
Raising on the queen. Okay. Putting him 2 cards away from the match. Now we go to Cameron. Cameron, we asked 100 single women. Did you quit your job because of a romance with a man at your job? How many of those single women admitted they have?
Very few. Like, 26?
26. Higher or lower, Daniel?
Relationships at work, I think, are strictly business, so I think it's even lower.
Okay. Let's find out the right answer. It is 6 only. Wow. Very smart, Daniel. You have a 9.
I gotta change that card.
I would do the same thing. Your 9 becomes... That's better. A 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. A queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. An 8.
3.
Freeze, keeping Cameron away from his cards. We got another question for you, Daniel. We asked 100 airline pilots, should small private planes be allowed to use the same airports as the big commercial jets? How many of those pilots said they should?
It's 50-50.
50%. Okay, higher or lower, Cameron?
Judging by the number of, small planes in airports nowadays, I place lower.
Okay. Let's find out who's right in this situation. The answer is 51. Daniel, you missed it by 1.
Whoa!
And you have a base card of an 8.
Then I gotta change that card.
I would do the same thing. Your 8 turns into a 10. Slightly better.
Lower.
Lower than a 10.
No.
A queen. And Cameron, you have to play off your queen.
Alright, lower.
Lower than a queen.
No.
Good thing you froze. It's a king. Now we go to sudden death. And this question goes to Cameron. Cameron, what percentage of American households had cable television as of May 1999?
It's pretty up there, like 83?
83%? What do you think, Daniel?
Yeah, there weren't many cable channels back then, so I'm gonna have to say lower.
Okay. Let's see who's right in this situation. 68%. You're right. Again, Daniel, you have a base card of a 10. You only need 2 cards to win the match. Cameron has a base card of a queen. He needs 2 cards. You know the routine. What do you want to do?
Since it worked out for me last time, I'll take a chance and change that card.
Okay. Your 10 becomes a king.
Alright, lower!
Come on, baby. It's a 6.
Higher!
If it's the higher, you retain your championship. Is it higher? It's an 8! You're still champ! I will say this, Cameron, you played a great game, and we're going to bring you back for another game soon. So it looks like Robo will be taking Daniel on in the next game. That's right.
Money.
Oh, hi, Tim. Tim Juna. Alright. Now, Daniel, you could win as much as $62,400.
Wow.
Let's go ahead and give you $400 in betting money. And you're going to get a base card of a 10.
Change that card.
With what?
Number 2!
Number 2. Let's see if you get a better card than a 10. You get a 3! $400 higher than a 3. It's a 4.
$600 then it's higher.
600, almost all of it. Higher than a 4. It's an 8. 1,400 and an 8.
Higher.
How much?
200.
Higher, you said?
Yes.
$200 higher than an 8. It's a queen. There you go. Move that queen up. Give you another $700. You have $2,300 and a queen.
$2,000 lower.
Big risk. $2,000 lower than a queen. It's another queen. It's a push. No win, no loss.
Okay. I'll try it again. $2,000 lower.
You got it. A joker. 2 chances at a huge jackpot.
Very nice.
Same bet. 2,000 lower.
Let's try it again. $2,000 lower.
That's more like it. 4,300 and a 10.
Change that card with number 3.
You got it. And your 10 becomes a 9.
Be careful. Oh boy. $700 lower.
For an even $5,000. You said lower? Okay.
No.
It's a king. However, you have a great base card of a king.
Okay then. All of it that the next card is lower.
Let's see $7,200. It's a push. No win, no loss. That's okay. That now brings your winnings to $9,000, but you're not through yet. You got 2 shots to win a huge jackpot, which is now valued at $140,000.
Oh man.
Oh!
I gotta win that jackpot.
Okay, if you want to, ask for advice.
What do you say, Cameron?
see here. 4.
Tim, what about you?
3.
Nick?
4.
Agrees?
They're all saying 4, so I'm gonna go for it. 4.
Okay, you got 2 shots at winning a huge cash jackpot valued at $140,000. If we see a dollar sign behind 4, you're going to be one rich guy. If not, you got another opportunity. For $140,000, everybody cross your fingers. We need to see a dollar sign behind 4. Is it there? No. But you got one more shot. You got one more shot.
Go for 7.
Number 7, down at the very end.
Alright, although I said 3.
Well, you never know, Tim. It could be behind 7.
What about you, Nick?
Wait, what's up? Okay. Let's go number 2.
Thinks 2. Tim thinks 3, and Daniel's thinking 7. What do you think, Daniel?
Sorry, but I gotta disagree with all of you and go with Mama number 5!
You're going to change your mind and go with 5. Okay. If that dollar sign is behind number 5, again, your cash winning total stands at $149,000. If it's not there, we'll raise the jackpot up to $150,000. Let's find out. Everybody hold on tight. Is Daniel $140,000 richer? No, it was number 2. Number 2, Nick had it. But that's okay. Still got $9,000, Daniel. You'll come back and face Robo Ranger 1, alright?
Alright.
In matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that game right now.
Wow.
We're not going to go off the air just yet. We're going to keep going.
Not too that good.
That's like you're still filming right now, right?
Yeah, we're still filming.
Okay.
So Daniel's got $9,000 accredited to his Card Sharks account. Robo Ranger 1 is now in the hot seat. Are you there, Robo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I want to be a Shark Shark millionaire.
Thank you, Tim Philbin. Okay, Daniel. We asked 100 married women. Have you had a pillow fight with your husband? How many of them said they have?
69!
I knew you were going to go there. Robo, higher or lower?
Oh my god.
Lower.
Let's find out how many of those husbands and wives are pillow fighting. 43 of them. You got it. Robo, you got yourself a base card of a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. Oh, a 4. Daniel, you have to play off this card. You got a 4.
Okay, good. Higher.
Higher than a 4. A 10.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. It's a 7.
Three.
Freeze, putting your 2 cards away. Now let's go to Robo Ranger 1. Robo, we asked 100 U.S. congressmen in Washington, D.C. Have you kissed a baby during your campaign? How many of those congressmen said they have?
50.
Okay, higher or lower, Daniel?
Well, these days you gotta be affectionate to the children. Higher.
Okay, that's a very good point. Let's find out the right answer. It's 61. You got it, Daniel. You got a 7.
Even though 7 is my lucky number, I gotta change that card.
No problem. Your 7 becomes a 4. Much better.
Alright. Higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a jack.
Lower.
For the first game of the match. Is it lower? It's a 5. You got it. Wow. Robo, you need this one to stick around. And good luck. Let's start things off with Daniel. Daniel, what percentage of Americans lived at the same address over the last 5 years?
I'll say about 40%.
Okay, higher or lower, Robo?
Lower.
And the current address I'm at right now, I've been at for almost 10 years. Let's find out who's right in this situation. It's 54. You got it, Daniel.
Off by 14.
You got a king.
Yeah. And just for the record, my parents have... Well, are still living in the same house, but it's been 8 years.
Wow.
Lower.
You got a 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. 10.
Freeze.
Freeze, keeping Robo away from his cards. Now we go to Robo. Robo, how many of the 50 states have more cows than people?
50.
All 50 of them do? Okay, 50 it is. Daniel?
I'll have to be with Cameron. Go lower.
Well, there are only 50 states. Let's find out who's right. Only 10 of them! 10. We're going to have to do research on that.
Another reason why you gotta trust your best friend.
What do you want to do, Daniel? You have a 10.
Change that card.
You got it. Your 10 turns into a jack.
Okay, that's a little better. Go lower.
You got it. It's a 10.
Freeze again.
Okay, putting you one card away. And you got the next question. Daniel, we asked 100 single women, have you turned someone down for a date? Has someone turned you down for a date because their favorite TV show was on?
Oh my gosh.
Seems like we just had this question.
6.
Higher or lower, Robo?
Higher.
I know Robo's right because we just had this question. The right answer is 17. And Robo, you have a base card of a 6.
Change it.
Okay? The 6 becomes another 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. A jack.
Freeze.
Freezing on the jack. Keeping Daniel away from his cards. Now we're at sudden death. Somebody has to win. Robo, here's your question. We asked 100 married women, have you opened a letter how many of 100 married women said they'd open the letter if they looked into the mailbox one day and found a perfume-scented letter for her husband from one of his old flames? 48? Higher or lower, Daniel?
Way lower.
Lower.
Okay, the right answer
Oh my
is 45, just a little lower. Okay, Daniel, here's the situation. You have a base card of a 10. You only need one card to turn over to win. You can, of course, play it or change it. You can pass it to Robo. He's got a jack and 3 cards to turn over.
This time I'll pass the Robo in the hopes of him messing up.
Okay, Robo, you have to turn over all 3 cards to stay in the game.
Lower.
More than a jack.
No.
It's another jack. Daniel, you're still the champ. Wow.
And this worked.
Okay, well, Daniel, you're still the champion. You have $9,200. And you're going to play a bonus game later at the end for a chance at $150,000.
Wow.
But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get to the money cards. Where if you play your cards right, and you double all the way, you could win yourself $35,200. So Daniel,
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you this right now, you got about $200,000 on the line here. Let's start you off with $200 and a base card of a queen.
Okay then. All $200 lower.
I just cut the cheese.
And you have $300. And Viron, you are disgusting.
All $400 higher.
All 400 higher than a 3.
Hey, Nick.
It's a 10. Which one?
What?
Okay.
What did someone say?
All right, Daniel, your 10 becomes a 6. You did a little better.
Okay then. $200 higher.
Only 200, higher than a 6.
No.
Oh, it's a 2, but that's okay. You got a much better base card. We'll double your money. You got 1,200 and a 2. No way you can lose on this one.
Okay then. All $1,200 higher.
That's more like it. 2,400 and a 10. You got it? That 10 becomes an 8.
Okay.
Poop.
$600 higher.
600 higher than an 8. It's an ace!
Oh yeah! All of it lower!
Atta boy, Daniel. $6,000 and you have a 6.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Change that card.
Let's get a good card for the big bet. The 6 is now a king!
Oh, $6,000 lower!
Come on, baby.
No.
Oh, no! Oh! I am distraught. I am distraught.
Hey, Aubrey.
1 second, V-Ron. 1 second. Daniel, I thought for sure you were going to get that 12 grand. That ace had to come up. However, if there's a positive side to this, and there is, you got a shot at $150,000.
Go for 6.
Go for 6. Is that what you're going with, Daniel?
Oh, man.
Or was that Cameron who said to go with 6?
I need everyone else's opinion.
Okay.
B-Ron,
Yes.
which card would you want me to go with?
I can't really see the screen because I'm on my cell phone.
Okay, well then pick a number between 1 through 7. Let's try to help Daniel out.
2. That's my lucky number.
Okay, Tim,
6.
Robo,
Might have stepped away.
Nick,
Number 5.
Johnny number 5.
okay, Karen,
Nick, will you take my card to get a free shake?
5. Sure. Number 6.
You're going to say with number 6. Okay.
Hey,
If the-
Nick, who doesn't like free items?
If the dollar sign is behind
I like
number
free
6, then
Yay,
Daniel's going to
free.
be very happy and very rich. If the dollar sign is not there, the jackpot will be worth $160,000. Daniel, I really, really hope and pray that this $150,000 is yours. Come on, baby. Show him the money. It's not there. It was number 3. Oh, Daniel. But nonetheless, you got $9,200, and you'll be back for another game. See you all for my next video.
I